Hello and welcome back to Viscosity. Diputus here with a game called Mandagon. Now this I found on Steam while browsing around, and it had overwhelmingly positive reviews. It had over 2,000 reviews that said it was an amazing game. And it's an atmospheric game. It has an amazing soundtrack and stuff. It's free on Steam, so you can pick it up if you wanted to, but I've already played it once before and it kind of confused me, so I'm going to try playing it again just to see if I can make sense of it. Because I was just kind of running through just trying to figure out what I was doing, so I'm going to try playing it again this time, actually try to gain something from it. So, yes, I want to overwrite my previous save. So, in this game you play as this little totem cube, and you have to jump around in this massive world that's been built together. So we're climbing some sort of temple. Again, I'm not entirely certain of anything in this game. I know that this is some sort of temple that I'm climbing. So there's nothing in this room. And if we exit, we will see a very blindingly white screen. There we go. Alright. So this game is actually quite beautiful. Like, the graphics in this game are amazing. I was amazed when I first saw it. Okay, so what happens if I go back in again? Okay, nothing. It's just... Alright. So... it's kind of a snowy area. There's stuff around. I just fell in the water like an idiot. Launch me. There we go. Alright. A totem's glow provides escape when all is lit. A door will gape. So there's a lot of these things that float around, just say little limericks, and I'm not entirely certain like what I'm supposed to get out of it. Because I haven't found two that are related yet. Activated the lift, which I will go to in a second. I want to keep going this way because the goal of this is to find all these little pieces that do that unlock the final exit. So it's good just to go layer by layer. I've discovered when playing this. Can I? Oh, I can. Whee! And launch me out. Inside here. Hello. Sputter, cough, and bloodied breath. Sickness scuttles inside her chest. So this is kind of a dark one about death. And these are little lifts to get up to the next layer. There's another house. Alright, so here's one of the puzzle pieces that you have to find. And I'll show you what they're used for whenever I find what it's used for. It's kind of weird because it took me a bit too long, I think, to actually figure out what it did. So I was kind of embarrassed by that, just because of the sheer fact that I had been playing it for like 20 minutes and I had no clue what I was supposed to be doing. Granted, there is no narrative that I can discern from and trying to explain to you what to do. Light and dark alone can't last. Through thirsty shadows a sun must cast. The seeds you sow, the hearts you reap, can only flower from your sleep. Now, I picked up there's a lot of stuff about like a purgatory of sorts, because I looked up like what the meaning of this game was I looked up what the meaning of this game was, and it had something to do with some sort of purgatory that this totem has found itself in. But other than that, I couldn't really figure out what the thing was trying to tell me. Let's see. Alright, so here's another totem. Here's another thing that I need. But there's a lot of like, the artwork in it is beautiful and the soundtrack behind it is amazing. But, okay, so this is what you need the little totem pieces for. So when you walk up to it, if you have the tablet, it'll ask you to place it. And it'll do this, and whatever tablet that you have that fits will be put into it. Now this also seconds as a map and a fast travel point. So, one second. So this is the door that we're trying to unlock with all the little tablets that we're finding. So I found one piece. Now if I tap E, I'll give you the map. So currently we are here. Each of the purple gates that this is going to are where we're trying to unlock with these tablets. Now each of the brown things is a house that I can enter, and so are the little gray things. So everything else is just environment. So it kind of gives you like an idea of where to go. So we already unlocked the first one. We've been inside... I can't point with a mouse because my mouse isn't actually on the screen. But we've been inside all the lower houses, so we just have to keep going upwards. So, yeah. Let me go back to that quick. So, the game is very beautiful, and I love like the audio and the visuals and stuff. It's just I can't figure out what the story it's trying to tell is, which is the only problem I'm having with it. There's a lot of little secrets like this. It's a woman who is been here praying so long that she has passed away, which is really cool that they have these little secrets. So it's really cool. I think I might have missed one back there, but it's fine. It is some stuff for you guys to explore, because this is a really good game. I would recommend playing it. It's a bit confusing at points, but and like unless you know what you're supposed to be doing, it's kind of weird. There's another story piece. Your sacrifice, a selfless plight, to catch her breath is why you fight. So, based off a couple of these, it feels like I'm chasing after a woman who's died. But again, I'm a totem, so that doesn't make a lot of sense to that. And I might just be trying to gain a story from something that doesn't have one, in which case, I'm an idiot, but... Oh, do I have this piece? No, this is just the view map. Have I missed a building? I have not yet. Okay. So, we will keep going. So yeah, so the little map pieces will kind of... Oh, there we go. There's something down here, probably. Oh. Ah, here's another speech. Rib for rib and lung for lung, and even trade old for young. So there's a lot of references to death and stuff in this, so it's kind of one of those, you get the general idea, but I'm not entirely certain if I'm just trying to discern a story for something that doesn't have one, or if I'm trying to, or if I'm just missing something, and I feel like it might be a bit of both. I'm gonna see if I can find all the pieces before I put them into the puzzle, just because it makes it easier than backtracking all the time. I can just fast travel back to the points and put it back on once I have all the pieces. Launch me! There we go. This is a temple. It has two things. Okay. I'm gonna go to this one because left to right is a normal thing. A child so fragile with bones of clay, a father's soul proposed a trade. And in your passing, a weight is lifted with nothing cured but only shifted. Interesting. Am I the child in that case? Because child of clay, I am a totem, and my jumping animation, if you can hear it over the background sound, sounds like almost a porcelain jump, or not porcelain, yeah, porcelain. So it almost sounds like I'm made of clay. So that's an interesting link to make. Oh jeez. And all these birds. Hello birds. What do we have in here? A slice from you, so close to heart, vanquished ills will soon depart. There's like these little weird things that you can do in this, like you can find these little strange platforms that you didn't think you could jump on. Oh, there's another gate. Hold up, there's a totem here. A daughter sleep, but wish to make a door of light her place to take. And a lot of these are really, like, almost riddly in how they're said, so it kind of makes it, unless you know what's being talked about. Alright, so I'm at that one, and I've discovered that one. So I need to get up here. Alright. What's this way? Oh, this is the temple we're trying to enter. So this is the gate, and you can see there's that one block that I've already unlocked. And we're trying to get 6 of them. I originally thought I had to do 9, so I was really confused, but no, it's just the 6 different waypoints, maps. I'm trying to remember if I actually came from down here or not. Oh, I think I have. It's hard to judge jumps sometimes in this game, but that's more just me having horrible... Okay, yeah, I've already been here. But yeah, it's sometimes a little bit difficult to judge the jumps in this. But again, it could just be me being bad at platformers, which is more than likely the case. There we go. Let's take the lift up. But I do like the art style in this game. It kind of mixes two-dimensional artwork, like the just the backdrop and myself, with three-dimensional. So if you look at the banners and the hanging lights, I guess they are, they're very 3D in the like the flags. You can see like they have dimensions in the little hanging things as well. These little things up here. They also have some extra dimension to them, which is a really cool mixture of art styles. I think I have this one, don't I? Yes, I do. And again, all this does is just add unlocks to the door, so it's there's no real narrative telling you to do this. So it made it a little bit difficult at first because I wasn't sure what I was looking for. So I wasn't going into all the buildings. I was just exploring, seeing what I could find. But yeah, so it makes a lot more sense to be hunting for something. There's a building here. What's in here? Ah! Another tablet. I do like this, though. It looks like kind of the ruins of the ancient location. I'm trying to think of where this could... like, what culture this would be. It almost looks like a mixture of... well, that's different. Because the previous ones looked like different body parts. No need to linger, little totem. Heed the words we all have spoken. So that was directly to me, which is interesting. Alright, now these are weird, because flight doesn't really make a lot of sense. Especially the fact that if I try to go to the limits of it, I'm very limited on how far I can fly, like that. But you're supposed to use these to get up to these locations like this. And you just tap E again to get rid of it. So yeah, it's a really pretty and amazing sounding game. It's just a bit confusing as to what you're doing. Which is perfectly fine. Again, it could just be me being an imbecile and not actually understanding things. Alright, what did I miss? There's a building beneath me, and there's one over there that I have to get to. Now, it has been a while since I played this, so I can't quite remember everything that happens. There we go. But what I'm going to do when I get to the door finishing, I'm going to see if I can put up all the words that they've spoken to me, and see if I can discern some sort of order out of them. Put it right here or something. A never-ending folding ocean, depth unknown, a child's devotion. So I think I'm the child that was mentioned in one of the previous things. Of endless new and timeless old, we must let go of the things we hold. So I believe that I might be the child now that I'm paying attention a little bit. Oh dear. Yeah, paying attention a little bit more. Just because they've called me Little Totem, And there's been a lot of references to chill. Okay, I'm not doing that. Take me back. I like the teleport function. It's a bit unneeded in such a game, but at the same time, I can see why they'd put it in just to make sure that it, like if you needed to get, oh dear, I did it again. I'll just go this way. It's fine. But I guess the teleport is a good idea for people like me when you first start playing it. You can't figure out what the heck you're supposed to be doing, and then suddenly you go, oh, I'm supposed to be doing that. So it makes a little bit more sense to be able to fast travel back to places, because when I first played it, I had to run all the way back to the I had to get all the way back to the beginning one, and if this hadn't been here, I wouldn't have been able to do that quite as easily. Yes. There's another flight thing here. Let me fly. Nope, that's not a platform. Okay, come on. I also decided to play this game today just because it's a very soothing game, and I've had a bit of a weird week, so. Okay. So how many do I have? Done. 3. 4. No, just 3. Thought I had another one. Alright, so let's see. I'm not gonna cut out any bits of this just so that way you guys can see where these are, the totems are. Alright, where have I not gotten? White ones are the ones I've completed, blue ones are the ones I haven't. I have this one now. So now it's just a task of me going back to all the ones because I've stopped in buildings and stuff. So I might have the ones for these now. Yes, I have this one now. So that's 4. But so that way, if you guys decide to play it, then you can see its location in relevance to things. But I think I might have them all. I think I picked up all 6. But it doesn't appear that I have any more things that are trying to speak to me now, which is interesting as well. Okay. Hello, do I have your tablet? Yes, I do. It's a really good atmosphere they put to this game as well. I enjoy just the kind of muted silence of everything. Like the music is more audible than anything else in this game. It's not like you're listening to like the snow. It's not like pure silence, but it's definitely not sound. Because like you can hear my guy jump very mutely in the background, but everything else sounds very empty. Like if you were to take away all the music, it would be almost kind of an eerie silence of just kind of echoes of what used to be. Which is really cool in the fact that if this has something to do with death, then it would kind of make it reminisce on that. Okay, so we've completed this portion of it. But the door's not quite open yet. I have to get to all these different people. So let's see if I can get there quickly by going to here. So, oh no, wrong button. Dang it. I pushed the wrong button. But if this is in fact a story about life and death, then I can see why muted silence would almost be necessary, because it kind of reflects the how hushed things are in death. Then we just go to the third one. Do that. Then we wait, and the door shall open for us. Oh, I just shut it down. Forgot about that. Hold up, there we go. Hello, door. And now I'm through the door and it is closing behind me. Which means there's no turning back now. Which I think is kind of, again, the symbolism that it might be going for. Again, I'm not sure if there's actually symbolism that it wants me to pick up from this. But if this is, in fact, about death, which is what most of those tones are talking about, then I can see the door closing behind me being, there's no turning back from this now. As opposed to, I had a chance before. It's a really cool lift. And then there's this. I'm not sure what this is. What do you have to say to me? I've known your path, watched your passing. The gift you left was not for naught. I'm assuming he means the gift of life. A piece of you stitched into place. She will flourish now, her life anew. And you, of dry bones and restful eyes, move onwards, upwards. Evermore. And that's it. That's Mandagon. That's all the game is. And it's a cool little game. It's a nice little platformer. It kind of has puzzle elements to it. Thank you, Blind Sky Studios for making it. Lucas Lee, Tom Critchen, Richard Jackson, Rachel Brayton. This is a very cute little game, and I enjoyed playing it the first time. I got a little frustrated because I was confused as to what I was doing, because there wasn't really a clear direction to take. But once I figured out what I needed to do, I was able to do it. But, yeah, it was a nice game. I enjoyed it. It's a free little Steam game. I'll see if I can put the Steam game link in the description for this. I'm not sure if I can do that. But, I'd recommend playing it if you have free time, or you just need something to help you relax, or you just want really cool cool music to listen to, and a good atmosphere. It's a very good game. So, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to... Oh, wait, there might be more. Nope. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's any other games that you want to see me play. Or let me know what your thoughts are on this game. Like, if you picked up anything else different than what I picked up from it. Because I'm interested to see what you guys kind of got out of it. And, again, on one of the white screens, I'll pause it for a second and put the text in the order I think it should be read in. I'll do some research to make sure that I actually put it in a order that's reasonable. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is kind of different than what we normally do. But I thought I needed something to help me relax, and I thought I might as well record it. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Hey guys, this is Editing Ian. I have finished compiling all the text that was in the story, so I will read it off in the order that I found it, because I think that's the order I was intended to read it in as well. So, here it goes. A totem's glow provides escape. When all is lit, a door will gape. Sputter, cough, and bloodied breath, sickness scuttles inside her chest. Light and dark alone can't last, through thirsty shadows the sun must cast. The seeds you sow, the hearts you reap, can only flower from your sleep. Your sacrifice is selfless plight. To catch her is why you fight. Rib for rib and lung for lung, an even trade, old for young. A child so fragile, bones of clay, a father's soul proposed a trade. And in your passing weight is lifted, with nothing cured but only shifted. A slice from you so close to heart, vanquished ills will soon depart. A daughter sleep, a wish to wake, a door of light her place to take. No need to linger, little totem, heed the words we all have spoken. A never-ending folding ocean, depth unknown, a child's devotion. Of endless new and timeless old, we must let go these things we hold. So I believe that's the story that this game was trying to convey. It's telling a story of a daughter who fell deathly ill and was dying, and instead of watching his daughter die, the father offered his soul to take her stead in whatever form of death that she would have experienced. And then the final lines from the I'm assuming God that was here. I've known your path, watched your passing. The gift you left was not for naught. A piece of you stitched into place. She will flourish now, her life anew. And you, of dry bones and restful eyes, move onwards, upwards, evermore. So I believe that's kind of solidifying the fact that you traded yourself, your life, in order to save your daughter's life, which I think is kind of the overarching theme of the game. Again, I think this game leaves itself open to interpretation, but at the same time, I could just be trying to find a story from something that is just putting different scenarios out. But that's how I'm understanding it. So, again, thank you guys for watching. And let me know again in the comments what you guys think this game was. Do you think I'm correct with my assessment? Or do you think that I'm, again, just trying to pull something from nothing? So, check out our other videos. And we'll see you guys then. Bye.